Intuitive coaching, it's what was born out of the healing that I've done and being able to intuitively read and scan people's bodies, their mind, their soul, and to be able to pick up intuitively what they're feeling or thinking. And so because I had been a coach in the real estate business, which was my initial professional career. I have a real estate broker's license in Arizona and California. And so I had trained hundreds and hundreds of realtors and brokers. We are all healers, but some of us may not be aware of it. So we are all able to heal ourselves. And so when you see someone who actually calls himself a healer, that's just, it's a label, but really I'm the conduit to be able to guide you and show you how you can heal. So even though, yes, I can say I'm a healer and I've had that gene and in the history, it's been passed on to me and it's been my calling that I had to find my way to. But in a way, it's once again just a label. And so I'm just a conduit to be able to show the person who is willing to heal themselves that it is possible and that you are able to heal yourself. And so with that, with the journey that I've been on and becoming an actual healer, things started to happen in my life and I started to have major shifts and I actually started to experience things on deeper levels and not just in this physical dimension. And so when you describe also that I do intuitive coaching and I'm also a medium, so a medium being someone that is able to communicate and channel messages from other dimensions and other beings. So it's not just spirits of your loved ones that have crossed over and you may want to connect with and to check in with, and you perhaps see them in your dreams often and you're wondering why. So it has to do with being able to channel messages from beings like that, as well as angels and ascended masters, etc. And so intuitive coaching, it's what was born out of the healing that I've done and being able to intuitively read and scan people's bodies, their mind, their soul, and to be able to pick up intuitively what they're feeling or thinking. And so because I had been a coach in the real estate business, which was my initial professional career, I have a real estate broker's license in Arizona and California. And so I had trained hundreds and hundreds of realtors and brokers.
Public speaking-ի, այսպես ջիղը արդեն քեզ մոտ ձևավորված էր ելնելով անշարժ գույքի գործակալ լինելու եւ coach լինելու.
That's a great way of explaining it. It's kind of just everything just fell into place. So I was very happy in the real estate business, but I always felt like there was something else for me to do. Even though helping someone buy a home and that's where they get to have their first child or second child, being a part of that, I felt like I was doing enough, but then there are times I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And so when I had started doing the coaching in that arena and then finding my way to healing and to doing the intuitive coaching, it just all fell into place. It was not a plan. I went to a healer after a terrible heartbreak that I couldn't seem to heal from. And the reason I went to a healer is because I had spent thousands of dollars in therapy and it didn't help me. And I was suffering and suffering and suffering. And I was very well aware of what was happening. I knew that I was going through a major shift, but it was a very painful shift. And I was starting to wonder how long that pain is going to last. And how long is the suffering going to last? And so many people had that same story come up, not just during 2020, but in life in general. And so when the sign came to me that I need to find this healer, when I did, everything else just fell into place. And even when she had done one of the sessions, I think it was session 4 or 5, she intuitively saw that I'm going to start healing and that my healing business is going to grow, I just kind of laughed because I said, what healing business?
Ձեր ընտանիքում եղել են ավելի քեզանից առաջ մարդիկ, ովքեր առանձնացել են նման կարողություններով spiritual, հոգևոր այսպես։
I'm literally the first person that does this kind of work. However, you could say that doctors and nurses are healers also. Anyone who is helping in any shape or form is a healer. Everybody's a healer. So my aunt was she was a gynecologist, and my mom was a nurse. And so we did have that in our family. But beyond that, there was no one who could even, read tarot cards or no one meditated. I'm the first one.